Hey, friends, family, countrymen. We're back with Henry. Where we left off was we were collecting a bunch of ingredients in order to uh, put together, create a chamomile decoction, and so that we can get Hans's fever down. So we're probably going to have to make one of those. We probably might even have to make a lithium potion as well. And then, as we know from the last one, we took the lithium potion, and what did it do? It nerfed us down. Where am I? Oh, let's go to player. So if you remember, we were level 15, 16. Well, actually, we had gotten up to level 16. And it took 10 levels off of us. I think this is kind of Warhorse's way of kind of, so that we weren't too OP to go through it, and also kind of a level management way, right? So after the first game, you were at a particular level, and it didn't want to just take that away from you, but it does level you back down and put you, basically make you relearn all that stuff all over again. I mean, it is a creative way to do it. I think what I would have preferred is figured it out, figure out how to make, make, you know what I mean? Cause I don't like leveling up and then losing it. So that's me. So it's like, figure it out, do better. But this is the way they handled it. So this is the way it has to go. So we're going to figure things out. So you can see Henry does have clothes again. We are looking rather clean, and I'm not mad about that. So I'm okay with that. We are now going to head back to Borjana, and we've collected a bunch of stuff. So, and that is pretty cool, right? We were able to get out here and do a lot of stuff, collect a lot of resources. I hear a dog barking. We do not want to come running in with our weapons out.
What's that dog?
All right, something's happening. Something going. Okay, something going on at Bojana's. Just remember, not all sticky situations have to be solved through violence. I didn't read all of it, but we got the gist of it.
Somewhere in the rock. What do you know about it?
And who are you?
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You don't look like von Bergov's men.
You're from Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Oh, wait, well, you're looking in the wrong place, I don't want to say we sent them away.
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bojana. I don't know anything about any attack, but I met some of von Bergov's men in the woods too. They had his shields and Waffenrocks. They were looking for some cutthroats. I gave them directions here, so you can join them once they get here.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Fuck it. Just tell them we'll wait for them in the tavern in Jelioff. All right?
Jelioff, okay. All right, go ahead, clear off. You okay? You okay?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two.
Yeah,
God
not
be
good.
praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Are you really? Yeah, you deserve.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere.
I do,
so
don't
I'll
I?
take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made
You won't
to be
live,
broken,
or
but
you won't
thank
regret
you
it.
for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see
Jury's
through
still
you.
out on that one.
You thought up quite a story. It was a story, right?
Oh, I didn't meet anyone up top, but they swallowed it all right. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Everything.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right?
Yeah, let's
I'll
do it.
try.
I have a little experience.
Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I
Okay.
can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of
Yeah.
course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
What? I thought. All right, hold on. Come on, man. Get. Oh, right here. Let's. Where's my? Oh gosh. What's cheese gonna do for me? There we go. All right.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the First, go to the recipe book.
Okay, we got the book open.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
We got it.
Remember what you have to do.
All right,
get back
sleep
to the
heals you
bench
faster.
And we'll start.
You will need wine, handfuls of chamomile, and a handful of sage. As the chamomile and boil for one turn. Grind the sage and add the chamomile and boil for one turn. Grind the sage and add it to the cauldron. Finally, pour. So, chamomile, boil.
Must have read it by now, surely.
I did, but is it wine, or is it just what am I putting in there? All right. Okay. All right.
First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
It didn't say. Wait. Oh, wine. There it is. God dang it. All right, man. You win.
If you don't so, what did you pour in there?
Wine,
Wine.
of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Okay. Did I move it? Press A to move the cauldron over the flame. This is the flame. That's the cauldron, right? Wait. Oh, move down.
Hear that
Okay.
bubbling?
Mm-hmm.
Boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
All right.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames.
Understood.
Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good.
All right.
Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
Oh, open my
There
inventory.
on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
All right. Oh, okay. How do you put them on the shelf? Oh, confirm.
Have you really got everything ready?
I do not.
I only see one bag and you need two.
All right. Hold on. I need sage and chamomile. Confirm.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
One. 2.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass.
Okay.
As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Okay. All right. Supposed to start bubbling. Right? Is that bubbling?
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
What are you talking about? It ain't, the sand ain't run out yet. All right, hold on. Give me a minute. Boom. All right.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind
Yep.
it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Wait, we got to do the mortar and pestle first, right?
Have you ground it?
Yes, I did.
Now, drop it in the cauldron.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
All right. Oh, gotta hold it that time.
Now, let's see what you've brewed.
I brewed a potion, weak chamomile decoction. I brewed 2 of them.
I should have boiled that chamomile on a smaller fire.
Should I do it again?
Here it is.
By the smell of it, I reckon it's a bit weak.
But it will help, won't it?
I hope so. We'll see if it brings relief to Hans by morning.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Can I go back and try it again? I'm tired. I know I'm tired, but hold on. Hold on. Can we do that better? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why was it so weak? Why was it weak? What'd you do to me? What did you do? All right. Here, let's do this. We want some wine. Okay. All right. And then we need chamomile and sage. Boom. And then what we need is one. Okay. Move it down. We're going to bellows. No! I wanted bellows! But I guess I don't really need bellows. Oh, bellows is left. All right. Move it up. Why is that chamomile? Did I just put sage in there? I sure did. What's in my pot? Oh my God. I don't want... All right. Reset. Reset. If you reset the bench. I know, man. I know, but... you done screwed me over. I didn't pay attention. All right. First things first. Wine. God dang it. Okay. Sage, chamomile. God. Chamomile. Move it down. Let it boil. Bellows. Sand glass. Sand glass, please. One turn. Good enough. We were a little late with the sand glass. Sage. Mortar. Pestle. Boom. All right. And then we need a file. Thank you. And then pour. Let's see if this is any better. It's very overly critical, I would say. Okay, nothing. Well.
Did I boil that chamomile too long?
No, I didn't boil it too long. Maybe not long enough. Oh well. Maybe we need to get better. All right. I'm tired. I need sleep. Avi. Let's look at our. Okay. Our energy's way down. Okay. Sleep and save. What time is it? We want to sleep till morning. No, sleep till Brooklyn. Oh, dang. You can't sleep any more than 12 hours. Holy cow. We're sleeping our lives away here.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its
True,
bearer.
Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Mm-hmm.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Is it really past sunrise?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Teresa?
Were you having a nightmare?
I know it's not.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better than yesterday, for sure.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
You know we're gonna do it.
I dreamt of terrible things. Flames, violence, war. And then the glittering silver and scallops turned into the surface of a lake. And from the lake emerged a naked, supernaturally beautiful girl. She took me into her arms and carried me away from everything to her own island. And there, she saved my life.
Well now, that probably means you're lonely and seeking company.
Probably.
Fortunately, you can join ours. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Mm-hmm. All right, wait. We have increasing perk Henry's level. We'll also give you perk points you can use them to unlock. Let's see. Do we have any? Let's see. Yeah, looks like we do. So, hardworking lad, train hard, fight easy. Why is it off the screen so much? Do you see how it's off the screen a little bit too much? Right. You grow. Okay, I can't. Yeah, there's no way to read all of that. It's off center, is what's going on. And you can't even see where I'm pointing, but we have 14 available perk points. All right. I liked it better when there was a pop-up. At least I think we could have seen that. I think so. Okay. All right, so that's the one. So we'll close that. And agility, featherweight, all damage, or you wield. We're gonna go with that one. And then speech, polished wares or silver tongue. I'm gonna go with silver tongue, just in case. And then the main level, opportunist, or I'm gonna say a charming man. All right. And then secondary and skills. Oh dang. Art of persuasion, enthusiast, and potion seller. Preservation. Preservation. Yeah. Okay. Razor sharp. 7 league boots, well fitted. Horsemanship. All right. Scholarship. Okay, the only one available, so we'll take it. Stealth. Okay, Bushman, one way or another. I think we're gonna go that way. Survival. On the Poacher's Trail, Wanderer, Flower Power. See, I want Leg Day, and I'm not sure. So, yep. Oh shoot. There you go. All right, and ooh, all right. Head protection or steadfast. Let's do that. And then swords, opening strike, precise strike. All right, boom. Okay. We don't know any. Do we know combos? All right. Got to be honest with you. I don't know that I'm any good with combos. So. Man. I wish I'd seen. See? All right. So let's see what we picked. Well, because we picked well fitted. Tighten the lace here. Add a leather hem between 2 sheets. So armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the armor's kit will make less noise when worn. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Okay. Horsemanship. We chose night training. Melee attacks from horseback will cost you 15% less. I'm okay with that one. All right, let's go here. We are here. All right, so we picked train hard, fight easy. The required strength level for all melee weapons is lowered by 1. Generally, if your strength level is lower than the weapon requires, you will do less damage with it. On the other hand, if it's higher, you will do slightly more damage with it. With this perk, you'll arrive at that point sooner. Strength also affects how well you can draw a bow and hold it drawn. All right. Hardworking lad, if you carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Oh, that would have been nice. Deft hands, the required agility. Okay, same as that. We didn't get any vitality. Silver tongue, you get a +4 speech bonus when haggling, making it easier to negotiate better prices. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that. All right. Yep. And then main level, charming man. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. Okay. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Okay. Let's go out here and talk to the ladies and the kind of gentleman.
My father, God rest his soul, bequeathed his estates to me when I come of age. Look who's finally up! Henry!
Hey,
Come and join us!
I will in a sec, man. Okay, won't get any cleaner. Okay, well, if you say so. That's it. Hey.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was
He
at
sure
death's
is.
door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bohemia told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I
She's
want
a
to know
feisty
is,
one.
how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever.
There were actually
Anyway,
3,
with a
right?
bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Townberg? What was that about then?
Well, there was this arrow and a tushy.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe. We can't manage without it.
Yes,
Oh,
of course.
yeah, definitely.
And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And
All right.
I succeeded.
I assume we gotta go that way.
Then you shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as you do. There's no wonder folks buy.
Where's Hans? Do I need to talk to him before we leave?
If someone comes here again threatening you,
I think I
shoot
do.
their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe.
So, how do you manage
it
it?
here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods, and when we need something else, we buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious.
And then why do you live all the way out here?
How come you live here and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... Look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it.
Oh.
Sorry.
Didn't mean to press. And you can shoot?
You said you'd shoot arrows at the humans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If
True
they'd
story.
let me take part in the tournament at Trotsky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down. But that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Bergau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semin's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskowitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that, A band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond. Farewell, my friend.
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Sheleov is nearby, and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Sheleov is Takhov. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Sheleov and Takhov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Anything
I
else?
don't suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Sheleov to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses, and down by the water, a mill. The biggest village in these parts is Troskovitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nebakov Fortress, Sir Yaramir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul.
What about the bandits?
What about those armed men who came here?
Damned if I know. I just hope they don't show up here again.
And why do you live out here?
How come you live out here?
That's just the way it is. It's for me to know, and you to find out.
All right. I won't pry.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
God's teeth, Henry. We've
Hey,
got
I had
the
to ask
castle.
those questions, bud.
Finally. Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trotsky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission, and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Ratai with good news, and to do it quickly. Let's go!
What's this one?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Instead of the captain, it could have been Toth.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Oh, she's hooking us up with some money. And there it is. So essentially it took about two hours or so to get through the entirety of the opening sequence, training sequence. And I'm sure there's still more training to happen. It's just, this is the way they do it. Now, I was not sure exactly how much longer it was going to take to get to this point, which is why I cut the first one and said, you know what, I'm not going to make it a 2.5, 3 hour video. So here we are. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to let it run through a little bit. Jakob Holik, Peter Picard, Martin Stice, oh man, Yatik, Yosef, Victor, Prokop, another Victor, Adam and Jan. Oh, who's she smiling at? Well, oh gosh. All right, sir, that whistle didn't work too well. I'm still getting chased.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Oh my goodness. That animation there, right there. That's killer.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement.
Okay,
as
wait a minute.
emissaries.
Your guys did that.
Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us.
But we managed to get away!
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir? There's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Begone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
And what is that? Go drink, of course. Now, didn't we just pollute the thing there with poop?
Have you two got any groceries?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
It is true.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, it is kind of outrageous just to expect people to
Well, she's not far off.
roll over.
We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Bet they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, first we gotta wash and change.
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
We gotta earn some coin.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
All right.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bohemia's. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for.
Yeah.
When you
Be
finish,
happy.
report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
That's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
Ooh.
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh, my. Oh, can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Nope, just me.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first.
It's full of poop now.
My establishment. I heard some talk about your
Oh? What was that? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
So that's why they sent you for me. Wait a mo then, I'll be right back.
Leave it out. Once you got through the first one, you
Hey, Catherine.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
Yeah, it smell like it, don't it? You were attacked by bandits.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You were washing laundry, and these bandits attacked you. I was in the water, and I distracted them from you.
That's nice of you, helping some unfortunate girl, but it wasn't me. You're mistaking me for someone else.
She's lying.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Sorry. I don't know why I'm so grabby.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do? Why are you standing there like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Almost. Ready for what?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you'll work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take 'em into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks so they don't touch the damp floor and go mouldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
It is very clear.
We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate.
Yeah.
Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it.
It's no
I
longer
ain't
there.
been further than Nabakov my whole life, but I know this place inside out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Aye, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Semine is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Who is this Semine?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semine. The fort and village belong to him. Old Jan Semine is the head of the family, and his son's called Alder, and it's him who's getting hitched. They used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
And where's the wedding?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Semine, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Okay.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of guests having an ale over there. Young Svartje there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid the bills.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Where do you
And
want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, isn't it?
yeah. Okay.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes!
All right, game save. As much as I...
I'm going to lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
All right. Can I grab it? Can you move the sack so I can get a better grip on it then?
Bored shit.
Ooh. All right.
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm trying. How do you carry the sack? Yeah. It may not be given. It might not give it to me until I actually talk to Hans. Let's go talk to Hans.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll think
come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time.
You haven't done
Ask
thinking
the
for
locals
either
and
of
see.
us.
There's
Any of
something
them.
else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Oh my goodness.
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar.
'Cause you are.
Disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Everyone has to work.
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword,
The
I can get
Assatorus.
to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
You are against. Okay. I'll carry the sacks myself.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
My wife and I are pickling cabbage.
Oh my
Loads
God.
of it.
If I decided to stay there, would you help me?
What? Oh, I'm a bit peckish.
There's a reason for that. For this, by the way.
One day, when their time comes, I'll take her to the butcher. And the more I think about it, the clearer it is to me that I can't do it. We could come up with a plan to take her away. What a nice day. Somewhere she's out of sight. You know, so she's safe.
butcher. Safe? What?
Oof. If you can't
That isn't
pay,
half heavy.
stay away.
Oh.
Aye, that's the truth.
And to
Getting
cap it
somewhere
all,
at last.
you're a stranger, so you should mind your manners, huh?
You're right, Pantoflo.
He must fancy himself a lord if he can't get off his ass at work. I ask you, who goes to a tavern stinking like that? A beggar, that's innkeeper. Have you got anything to eat? God knows what hole they crawled out of. They remind me of those nomad riffraff.
Who are you calling riffraff?
All right.
Did you say
Why the
something?
long face?
I'm afraid it'll go bad on me soon. Someone should really do something about that.
Okay, so it puts in the same spot. And then
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
Bring me something
I'm not
to eat.
surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I am the son of the bailiff.
Ugh. I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so
of course Hans is getting himself in some sort of trouble.
What did you say?
See it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Go to hell!
Yeah! Don't spare him! Quickly! Nice hit! Filthy vermin!
Hey, Scheiße!
You outnumbered, you shit! You haven't a chance!
I need a hand here!
Fucking hell!
I'm trying to get out of there. I'm trying to back up. It won't let me.
I'll show you! Nice hit! Ain't had enough yet.
What do you want? You're no match for us, fucker!
Fucking
Nice hit!
Pray, you bastard!
No one's ever really safe.
I hope. I hope it doesn't hurt anyone.
Psych must
No,
have
you
off us.
Wankers.
Go on then! Make a fool of yourself!
We're gonna get you, you arson! Yeah, fuck that!
Jesus Christ!
I don't have the old day for you.
No, you don't!
Good!
Well,
Show your stuff!
Think you're a match for me, peasant?
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
Now, you're no match for us, fucker! Right on the money, fucking scum! You won't be able to take another one like that!
one at a time, fellas. One at a time. You can get your beat. You can get your beating going. Did I run out of the thing?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Okay, see? It just seems like there was no way out of that.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off!
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Now, this wasn't part of the game that I just really didn't like. I didn't like the writing and didn't like how this transpired, right? It didn't need to.
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're
Now, what he says is
crossing
true.
the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works. Well, nothing to say, yokel? I can't believe I ever bothered with you. My so-called protector, adjutant? You're a waste of space. It was me who had to save your life. You couldn't even keep an eye on your fucking mutt. You still can't think of anything to say, eh? All right, have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Nope. Not at all.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Virgo!
Clearly, someone that just does not understand reality.
Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding.
Good luck.
I bid you farewell.
Adios. Keep going. Move on.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing. Huh?
I sure am.
Yeah. All right, off you go.
Crime and reputation. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. All right.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Exactly.
Aye.
Hey.
You're in...
Hey, yeah, what do you
What
want?
do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you.
Oh.
I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
Well, I guess you're welcome.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
That is true.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
And what is your name?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
So you're a wanderer?
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed?
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a naria groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Why are you helping me?
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
All right. And where are you headed?
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
All right. Tell me more about this Tomcat.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
You think he might teach me?
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Mm-hmm. How does he show off?
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
And where can I find him?
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed, although that might not be a sorry sight.
Very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
What armour are you talking about? Sir Brunswick?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend.
No, let me...
A famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armour real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Geibel, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
Okay. Right now, let's...
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
That's a pretty good idea. Tailor Bartoszek would probably throw you out of the shop. But if you can get by with things that are, let's say, slightly worn, then I could help you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. That'll come in handy.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf.
Oh dang! I don't want to fight
I'll
you.
skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Yeah, I will, and I'll pay you back. All right, I don't have anywhere
Do you
to
know where I
sleep.
might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
True.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh, damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Probably right.
I really need something to wear.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks. Either way, I can't help you anymore.
True story. I just needed you to clear that out for me. Well, you know, I'm glad to have met you.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
And I hope we do. But first things first. Kind sir.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
All right. Oh, dang. What happened to our pants, man? All right. We get... you see, we had clothes. We even have a weapon. Oh, shoot. We're over. Oh, and I just totally spaced on what I was trying to do. Survival. I thought you said we went up a level. I'm trying to get leg day. Oh, dang.
How's your sister?
Fine. Why'd you ask?
I heard she was sick. I just wanted to know if she's feeling better.
It was nothing, just a slight cold.
I bought a
man would be
lovely
calling for the
U-boat
priest,
the other day for
but
a great
women
price.
are made of stronger
Good's a
stuff.
bow to you for
I'll drop by and
What a
visit
waste of
sometime
money.
Didn't
Feel
you hear
free.
that the king
You're
himself
no
announced
longer
that
in
everyone
mortal
should have a
danger.
good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
Oh, I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance.
Aye, come to think of it. It was him who told me. See you soon.
God bless. Best of luck to you.
You're wondering what I'm doing. Well, one, I'm trying to level up my survival skill so I can get leg day, which is just going to require even more of this. But the other thing is, if I can collect enough herbs, what it'll do for me is it'll give me something to sell. And if you get enough of these, we might end up with a decent amount of. We might get a decent amount of coin. Ooh, nice. And then you see that? And we got a perk point. All right, let's see if we can put that to use. See that? And oh wait, what's a lucky find? When collecting herbs, you have a chance to find an additional herb. Or small treasure. We'll do leg day first, just because I want to get stronger. See, so now we're getting credit and experience for our strength as well. So, and then next perk, when we finally do get the next level, and we'll we'll choose that other thing. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm just picking flowers, bro. Somebody's got to do it. I know. Can't get any more boring than this. But sometimes when you're at a disadvantage in a game, you gotta do what you gotta do to try to turn the tide. Okay. There's a bunch of shops around here. I think one of the things we should look into is selling off a lot of the stuff that we just spent a lot of time collecting. Some of this stuff has actually probably shouldn't have that bad of a price tag on it. I mean, it's not worth a whole lot, but the quantity, the potential, you know what I mean?
Praise the Lord.
Good day to you.
All right. Let's get our bearings about us. Where are we? I don't know where we are. Oh, hold on. Is it St. John's Wort over here? Nope. Nope. It's always annoying when they put something that looks like it's going to be flowers that can be picked, and it's not. All right, we got to 11. Ooh, valerian. Dandelion. All right, just a little bit more. See how strength just gone up? See? There's a method to the madness. And now, and we're even picking even more because our radius is increasing too. All right. We'll finish this part of the field and then we'll call it a day and go find. Holy cow, there's a lot of flowers here. There it is. All right. Let's give it a check. Let's just check it out. Okay. So you can sell herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. See, look, Heart Seeker, Leshy. Oh my gosh. Stealth skill. Man. Okay, look. We want that. We want that too. God dang it. Man. Double the price. But we got to get this one. Just because there's a chance. What you're telling me, there's a chance, okay? You're telling me there's a chance to find something or get something else. So when we'll test that out, we'll see. And maybe we won't find anything extra. We're almost there. I'm looking at the thing every time now just to see if it's just dandelion that we're pulling in. Oh, and main level went up. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that actually. That is even a bonus. Do what it takes, man. So that you can actually, get that cleared it all out. We done cleared out this entire field almost. Look at that. You know why I'm still going? Because there's a chance that what's the name thing will kick in. And I want to be there for it. I want to see if it happens. Oh, used a long range arrow. Really? That's my lucky find. Can we do anything there? Okay. Skyrim, you can reach 13 survival. Any more? All right, we need to go find somebody to sell all these flowers to. That's that nettle. It's getting late. We'll collect what we can as we walk by. On our way to someone to sell this stuff to. There's a ton of stuff over here. That's not a trough. We'll find a trough also. Hey. Oh, oh, there she is. She moved along. Okay. What is this? Armor. Okay, he's not going to buy flowers.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yeah, right? I just want to find a store. I feel like, well, I think she didn't tell us where her store was. What did she? Hey, all right, wormwood. All right, nettle. Hey, since we're here and we're looking for somebody to sell stuff to. Yeah, we're just walking through somebody's place. The dog isn't going to attack us, is it? Okay. Well, if we needed one, there's an alchemy bench. I'm overloaded. Okay. I'm more than happy to sell. Oh, there it is.
Are we gonna have gruel again tonight?
Hey, merchant.
Think so.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
What's over that
I
hill?
wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you are not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Katharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Understood. Is there anything I should avoid?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business.
Oh my gosh,
In the
right?
village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently.
Mhm.
It's all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the
True
roads
story.
aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Okay.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
True.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergol.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
All right, let's trade.
I'll have a look at the wares.
All right, shop screen consists of two parts: the merchant's inventory for buying goods and Henry's inventory for selling them. All right, and then we use to switch between buying and selling. We will use the left stick. Okay, and if we hold X, we can negotiate the price. I don't know how much we're going to be doing there. All right, so first things first. Let's see. All right, so actually, it's the left trigger to sell and right trigger to buy. So you can see this is the stuff that he has. First, let's see if he's offering us any money for the stuff that we have. And then right off the bat, we've got, all right, where's the money column? The very end. So that's the weight and the money column. This one's not going to last a long time. So I'm going to probably sell them all 5, right? And then onion. Okay. And then I'll hold on to the rest. I don't want to give them that. And then here's where we, maybe that'll get us some coins there. Hold on. All right. So unfortunately, how much coin does he have? We'll have to figure it out. Trader has 378 coin. This, if we sell about that much of it, we're trying to get 64 coin, which is not bad. All right. The nettle. Let's try to get rid of all that. Okay. See how much coin we. You see, it wasn't all for nothing. All right. We almost got 100 coin off this dude right off the bat. All right. I don't want to sell all of it. 22. And then we're selling most. I'm going to sell them all of these. And then see if we can sell them about 23. Just so until we know what's going to do us any good. Marigold. I'll sell them all 14 of these. I know Marigold decoction will come in handy. I don't remember picking comfrey. Wait. All right. Chamomile. Let's sell them all of these. All right. The wooden rosary. I don't know. Okay. So that's everything that we own. The long range arrow. We don't even have a bow. Where did we get this gemstone ring from? I'm not going to sell it because I don't know where it came from. So I don't know if it's actually important. Let's give ourselves a chance to haggle a little bit.
Warum nicht?
All right. I know it's a low reputation, so, you know. All right. So we can up or down to change the offer, and then A to confirm. Okay. Let's see if we can get him. All right. So that is going to sell it to him for less. See if we can just get a little bit more. No, you know what? You know what? We want to help our reputation right now, and it's just picking flowers. We can go pick more. You see how much money we just made from picking those flowers? 100 gold right there. All right, make an offer.
Here, and something for your trouble.
See?
Oh nein.
Yeah.
Vielen Dank. Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And then we didn't buy anything off of him though. And right now it's like, but do you see now the motivation is, hey, I got enough gold to sleep at an inn, maybe some food, and tomorrow is a whole new day, right? And then we'll come back out, and sadly, we'll probably end up. As a matter of fact, hey, hi. Oh, you're a housewife. Okay. We should probably get some gold back to our girl. All right. I don't think there's anything. Oh, this'll. All right. Hey, strength and perk point. Yes. Yes. We will take that. Holy cow. You see? Oh, and a more sage. Hey. Man, they got everything around here, don't they, growing? You got anything worthwhile over here, bro? I know.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Hey. Reply. I guess. All right. Sir? Whoop. Oh, marigolds. Hopefully these people don't mind us just taking all their flowers. You know what I mean? All right. Let me just get these marigolds. All right. Because when we learn about how to make, because they will be, we can make a healing potion from those, supposedly. Oh, there's way more over there, too. Who are you? Heinrich. I don't know who Heinrich is. You discovered a drying rack. Okay, your first bench. This is your first alchemy bench. It's not my first alchemy bench because we... Remember? You know, with Bojana? She's going to wonder at some point, like, didn't I have a whole bunch of flowers behind me? Isn't this what I, you know? And then where did they all get to? And we're going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, what's that? What's that in your pocket? What do you mean? I'm just happy to see you. Right? No, that's not what I mean. Oh, sorry. I know I can't. Once you start, you just, it's like chips, man, right? You know, you can't just stop. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got a 10 defense badge. I don't know what that means. I think we should stop. I do want to see that girl again. Where is she? Where's she hanging out? Did she stop? Is it late enough in the day that she's no longer begging? See, I can't stop myself. We got things to look at, and I can't even stop myself from.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, well, look at that. My speech went up and I didn't say a word. Who are you? Guard. Okay. Hi. Hi. Where's our girl? I want to talk to our girl again. Almost kind of want to give her money back. You know? Or maybe we could split a room. No, come on, get your mind out of the gutter. I mean, if she wanted to. I mean, you know, Teresa wouldn't mind. No, she wouldn't mind one bit. Hey, ale house. What's over here? Okay. We discovered another drying rack. Oh, we discovered. Hold on. Okay. All right. You used the perk Lucky Find. I didn't even see what it gave. Okay. All right. So we'll look at weapons. So we got a armor. Oh, we got this stuff going on. So maybe this is stuff we're finding, right? We silver cross with garnet. It's worth some money. A silver ring. I mean, all right, let's go ahead and, all right, so we can only pick one. Okay. Let's go with the gemstone ring. Just so we look kind of fancified, okay? No big deal. All right, recipe, right? Like we have to be sitting down to read that. All right, this is all our stuff. You can see we're building our collection of dandelion back up. And so we got that, nothing, and then other. All right, so we picked up a Wagoner's Die. Oh, okay. What do you do with this? A 10 defense badge. Is there a thing that tells us more about it? Nope. We picked up a horn, a river pearl necklace, and a wooden rosary. I think these are things we picked up, right? And then probably things that we can end up selling. So keep that in mind. We got to keep that in mind that we can sell those. So that perk is really working out in our favor at this point right now. So this is us. This is us. All right. Oh, wait. Let's get on over here. All right. Boom. All right. So strength. Hardworking lad. All right. So we train hard. All right. So you got pack mule. Your carry capacity is increased by. All right. Your strength will make it easier to win fights in the clinch, because it will be harder for your opponent to react to your actions. Pack mule is a hard one for me to pass up. If you carry a sack or even a dead, unconscious body, the weight is half. Additionally, your carry capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. I think I'm gonna pick that one. Okay, so I think we did go up a level, but all right, strength, and then if we come on over here. Yep, survival went up another one. All right, now we did talk. I just want to see your arrows and bolts have better ballistic properties. Okay, they fine. Leshy, while in the forest, your scout will be halved. Your scent will be halved. Your stamina will recover 15% faster. Your strength, vitality, and agility will be increased by 1, and your stealth skill will be increased by 2. Okay, that one, ooh. But we know we can hopefully get another perk point, right? Because this one is hard. You can sell herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. We're going to be rich in any moment now. We're taking that. We are taking that. So the next thing we got to work on, though, is we got to get our survival skill up again. And then now, the reason, like I said, we took leg day because every time we pick flowers, I mean, granted, it's not as boring. It doesn't seem like anything. But every time we pick the flowers, we're getting experience onto our strength as well. And you saw our strength went up 1. And then if we get Leshy, I really think Leshy is the one we want. Yeah, I want Leshy. So, and then if we get any more perks after that is bonus, but we need to do that. That's what we need to keep working on and keep building, right? And it's just right now, and I think flower power actually is what's causing everybody to be nice to us right now, because that's a that's a perk. It's a boost that's happening right now because we got all these flowers on us. I don't think it changes based on the amount of flowers. The fact that we have flowers increases our smell or whatever, makes us, and then that's why people are being nicer, right? We sure could use, hey, look, lucky find, we found something. I don't know what we found, but okay. So again, like I said, man, we're making money every time we pick stuff. We know we're making more money, so I'm not mad at that. And I mean, we're probably going to get not 100 gold again, but I think we're back up to probably a good 50 or 60 gold, and that's nothing to sneeze at. Let's get over here and get that nettle. Okay. Oh, there she is. Okay. I wanted to talk to her before we left. Before we were done today. And I can't help myself. I wish there was a trough around here so we could clean up a little bit before we talk to her.
God be with you.
Yes, with you too. And who are you? You're a housemate. Okay. You see this, right? I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. We're almost done. Oh my God. No. Say no. Just say no. Silver cross with garnet. Come on, man. We are cleaning up with that perk, man. All right, we're done. Another gemstone ring. Don't tell me that it wasn't worth it. Dude, you're gonna lose the girl if you keep doing this. Get out of there. Go talk to the girl. We're done. I know we're done. We have completely weeded the entire survival's up to 15, so the next level in survival will get us another perk point, and then we can get Leshy. I'm not going to make you sit through, well, we're not going to do that today because we've run out of time. It's just that you can see I'm addicted and I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right, let's go talk to our girl before she moves again. Oh, look, more flowers. Nettle. All right, we'll weed around her just so she doesn't have to sit in a bunch of weeds. And then, yeah, we're done. Are we? Are we really? Are we ever done? Hey, Bara.
Oh, I just remembered.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I really better go. Thank you.
Good luck.
Man, there was no way to give her any money or anything?
Always moaning. It is tossing us around. It is a miracle my bones are all in the right place. Scheiß drauf. If you don't like it, take your stuff and walk.
So what you could probably tell is off camera, I'm probably going to end up doing this pretty much for hours until it's time to go to bed or something. until it's time for Henry to settle up and go stay at an inn or someplace, because I'm addicted. And I think I'm addicted right now to the leveling that is happening as a result of doing this. Boom. You gain a new perk in resistance. I don't know what that means, but okay. We'll have to check that when I can go. Can we just level up in survival one more time? I know it's a long way to go. And I know that this place has run out of flowers and weeds and stuff. Man, I have just weeded the entire town. And you guys, those of you that are still here with me, have just watched it all, witnessed it all. Like wondering, what in the world is this guy doing? And it's like, there's a method. There is a method to the madness. You know? It's like, hey, whatever it takes to keep leveling up and get stronger. It's like, but your sword skill isn't leveling up. No, it isn't. But my strength is right now. Which means at some point, I'm going to hit harder. I am finding a ton of stuff. That is going to get me money. And we got a ton of things to sell right now. And literally, if I can get back to the merchant, she's a housewife. Oh, sorry, cat. As long as it didn't kill him like it did the hair, I still can't get over that. All right. I can't believe I'm so desperate to level up that strength went up to level 9. Nice. See, I'm telling you, man, it's once you start leveling and seeing things go up, you can't stop, man. It's like, what is going on? I got an unbalanced die. All right. I think this should be it. This should be the final place that's going to get us enough. Are we over encumbered again? We're catching a lot of wormwood over here. We found a whole field of nettle. Got another lucky find. I've like, I gotten to the point where I don't even look to see what it is that we luckily found. It's just a matter of like, I'm looking for one thing and one thing only, and that's to get that next level in survival. And that's all I care about right now. And we're running way long on this too. Way long. There it is. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's go find that merchant. All right, first things first. All right, so this is what happened. We have leveled up, right? And then our skills are still what they are. But this is what we got. And I mean, there's a lot of things we could pick from. Master Fletcher. I want Leshy. All right. Just in case you're wondering, while in the forest, your scent will be halved. Your stamina will recover 15% faster. Your strength, vitality, and agility will be increased by 1. And your stealth skill will be increased by 2. So this is a forced skill, but it was just like too much to pass up. You know what I mean? And the other thing too is we're doubling. I mean, several things are happening every time we're picking this. We're gaining experience towards our strength. We're gaining, there's a chance that we could pick up an extra item. And we've picked up quite a few items that we can actually sell at the store. I just have to find it again. There it is. So we'll go up here. We'll talk to this guy real quick. Once again, hey. And I want to trade.
Show me your wares.
And all right. So this sword is worth 125. A Wanderer's Pouch. We're going to go after that. I do want some dried chicken. Let's go. Let's see if we can get 3. Some dried beef. A couple of those. What else do you have? You should have a ton of this stuff because I just sold it to you. All right. Oop. How much is a cobbler's kit? All right. Ooh. Do I need soap? I don't know. Okay. Now, while we're here, we've got a ton. Look at that. Okay. We're at 79. We pay, so right now we're only paying 29, right? So 79 was what we're buying, but we're selling 50, and then we're going to sell all of those. Now we're getting 17 gold. How much gold does he have still? And our reputation is really good, so it's like, do we need to keep all of this stuff? And it's like, I don't know that we do, but. And then I think our prices, the wormwood is worth a lot. Okay, now, let's come down here and we're not going to mess with the dye. But right now, hairpin of bone. All right. This river pearl necklace, we're going to sell. I think we should sell the rosary too. Is that it? Okay? And then, okay, here's the rest. All right, we're wearing one, so might as well sell that one. I don't think he has enough gold to buy everything. You see, we're doubling down. So we're going to take most of his gold right here. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. All right, hold on. So that is almost every bit of his gold. Let's haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Natürlich, kein Problem.
Yeah, because I don't want to take everything. I'm gonna hook you up, man. I'm gonna give you that. Watch our reputation, man.
Here, plus a bit on top.
He won't say no to that.
Vielen Dank. Thank you, and take care.
Reputation gain. Reputation gain. Boom. There you go. And we just got 200 groschen, right? He didn't have anything clothing-wise that I could see that really would help us out. But what he did have for us was a pouch. And what the pouch will allow for is this. All right, so we will put the dried chicken, and I think, yeah, it's only the one. All right. So we go here. There you go. All right. Is that, we have to go look up there. What is that right there? I know. I need to go. I need to go. What is that right there? That's an ale. Ale house. Whoa, hold on. All right, that's the what's the name? We're not gonna get in the middle of that.
Fucking bastard!
Where's the front door? And this is weapons, not armor. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just hold off. All right. Here we are. Nourishment. Our health is 100. Our energy is getting low. We did a lot of picking, a lot of flower picking today. But if you notice, we have 374 groschen right now. 374 groschen. We found a gemstone ring. We could sell these two if we want, right? They're not doing us any good right now. So we found that. We got food. We've got tons. I mean, we can still sell more stuff, right? We could use a better weapon. We could use better clothing. We got 374 groschen though. We could probably find some. All we do is find a tailor and we can get some decent clothing. Make ourselves look better. We're good on food right now. Like I said, we got a ton of stuff that we can still sell. And then, again, we have found quite a bit of stuff, right? I don't know if we're gonna jump into the gambling right now. Okay, so you can see this will tell us more about. Okay, I see how it's working. I'm picking up what you're putting down now, right? She gave us a lock pick, so if we needed to, we can try. I don't know if we need to right now. I think we could probably sell these too if we wanted to. It would certainly adorn any hair, be it ravishing raven, velvety auburn, angelically fair, or suspiciously red. Okay. Cornucopia. The horns and hooves of animals are traditionally used mainly to make good glue. However, good hornwood is also needed to make bows, crossbows, and even some jewelry. Okay. So, but that's where we are right now. That is how far we got. You know, we got to come up with a plan. We have to figure out what we want to do next, who we really need to talk to. I think we're in a good position now to go find Tomcat, get some training done. We also can make like I said, we can clean ourselves up a little bit once we find a tailor, and get some good clothes on us, just decent clothes, not overly expensive. And then, yeah, we'll play it from there. So guys, right now, hey, for those of you who are still here, hey, appreciate you. All right. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, and subscribe, right? And we'll see you next time. All right. Peace.